So, this isn't something I've ever talked about publicly. Partly because I know how insane it sounds. Partly because I've honestly tried to forget. But after hearing other people's creepy hospital stories on here, I figured maybe someone else has experienced something similar. This happened about 7 years ago, and I still don't sleep without my TV on. I was 24, fresh out of a bad breakup, and I needed a job. Any job. A friend hooked me up with night shift security at a small hospital in upstate New York. The pay sucked, the hours were worse, but it was quiet. Too quiet. The hospital had 3 floors and 2 basement levels. One of them was just storage. The other was for maintenance and old records. No one ever really went down there. Not even during the day. I remember my supervisor telling me on day 1, if the lights are off down there, just leave them off. Don't go poking around. He said it with a little smirk like it was a joke. It wasn't. The weirdness started in my second week. Every night around 3:17 a.m. Always 3:17. The motion sensor camera at the hallway down in sub-basement level 2 would flicker on. Just for a few seconds, then off again. No footage. Just the ping of activation on the monitor. I figured it was a glitch dust, maybe. I even joked once that it was a ghost. No one laughed. Then things got stranger. One night I was doing my usual rounds, walking the floors with my cheap flashlight and radio. I passed the stairwell leading to sub-basement 2, and the emergency light above the door flickered. It was the only time I've seen that light flicker in all my time there. Curiosity got the better of me. I used my badge to open the stairwell, and immediately, I felt it. Cold, not like a sea cold. Still, heavy, thick cold. Like walking into a freezer full of wet concrete. I walked slowly down the steps. It was silent. No humming pipes. No flickering bulbs. Just the sound of my own breathing and the crunch of my boots on the dusty concrete. When I reached the bottom, I scanned the flashlight across the hall. Nothing but doors, records, electrical, equipment. Everything labeled, except one door. It was painted over. Sloppy, black, no handle. And there were scratches on it. Faint, deep scratches, like someone had been clawing at it for a long time. I turned to go back up the stairs, heart racing. But my flashlight flickered, then died. The stairwell door above me slammed shut. I ran up, shoved it open, and didn't stop running until I was back in the security office. The next morning, I told my supervisor what happened. I expected him to roll his eyes or laugh. Instead, he just sighed. I told you not to go down there. Now you'll start seeing things. I asked him what that meant, and he wouldn't say. Just handed me a new flashlight and said, stick to the first 3 floors. Trust me. From that night on, I started hearing things. Footsteps on the stairs behind me. Soft, dragging noises near supply closets. The elevator to the basement would ding open, even though no one had called it. Sometimes I'd pass a patient room and the TV would be on static blaring, even though no one had been checked in for days. I put in my 2-week notice after I saw the camera footage. It was another 3:17 a.m. ping. Just like before. But this time, the motion sensor didn't just flick on and off. It stayed on. For 6 full minutes. And in that grainy, black and white feed, I swear to you, someone walked past the camera. But not really walking. More like crawling, on all 4s. And their limbs were too long. Like their elbows and knees bent the wrong way. And the worst part, they turned to look at the camera as they passed. I've shown the footage to 2 people. One said it looked like a corrupted video file. The other told me to never contact them again. So yeah, that's why I quit, and why I haven't worked night shift since.